Hello students, we are here with a paragraph, analytical paragraph in front of you in the form of a bar graph. It is first time that you are going to do a bar chart. A bar chart represents categorical data with comparison. A bar graph can be horizontal or vertical while plotting. In general, you find rectangular bars with lengths or heights. In simple terms, Iliad's bar graph represents a diagrammatic comparison of distinct variables. Remember children, a bar graph is different from histogram. Now let's see how to describe a bar chart. So let's learn what to do in a bar chart, how to gather data and to interpret the data in your own way. In a very simple way, first of all, let's see the steps to gather data from the bar graph. The first thing to be done is to understand the data and segregate it according to the task. Number 2, analyze the task and data type, whether it is static data or moving data, including time scale. Next, what do the axes define and the units? Then group the data and after that identify the key features. Once you are ready with complete information, it is time to answer the task. The points are introduction, overview, body paragraph and summary. In these 4 steps, you have to complete your answers. Let's see the strategies and tips for describing bar graph in Iliad's writing task. Number 1. Read and understand the question very well. Number 2. Identify and note the key information. Number 3. Start with paraphrasing the question. Number 4. Use numeric data and explain in detail. Keep a watch on your word count and time. Use proper vocabulary and grammar. Then maintain continuity with transition words. Next, don't give your opinion. First of all, read and understand the question. Obviously, you have a graph in front of you containing certain information, yet do not go straight to answer the task. Read the instructions carefully and understand what is asked to do. Next, identify and note the key information. After you read the requirement of the question, you ought to gather the key information for an effective task achievement. So, here comes the question. In the United States, who use the internet sorted by age groups in the year 2019? Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features of the graph and make comparisons wherever relevant. You see the horizontal axis, you will find the age group, and in the vertical axis, you will find the share of population.
Let us know how to start and interpret a bar graph. We can see the share of adults in US using the internet in 2019 sorted by the age group of 18 to 29 years, 30 to 49 years, 50 to 64 years and above 65 years. The statistics clearly illustrates that 100% of the adults of age 18 to 20 are internet users. Now let's interpret final data. We can see the share of adults in USA using internet in 2019 sorted by the age group of 18 to 29, 30 to 49, 50 to 64 and above 65 years. The statistics clearly illustrates that 100% of the US adults of 18 to 29 age group are internet users and internet user population gradually decreases with respect to the increase in age group. As it is shown, 18 to 29 age group being the highest internet using population we find 30 to 49 age group to be the second highest with a populace percentage of 97%. Whereas the internet user population further decreases in case of 50 to 64 age group to percentage of 88%, which gradually further lowers to 73% with respect to the age group above 65. It's clear that in the US, every youngster used the internet in the year 2019. And as we consider people above 30 and the middle-aged citizens, the user percentage has lowered to 97% and 88% respectively, with the citizens above 64 having the least internet user percentage of 73%. So this is how you have to interpret a bar graph.
Let's see some verbs for rises and increases. Soar, leap, climb, rocket, surge. Soar and rocket are both very strong words that describe large rises. Rocket is more sudden. You probably do not need to qualify these verbs with adverbs. Leap show a large and sudden rise. Again, you probably do not need to qualify it with an adverb. Climb is a relatively neutral verb that can be used with the adverbs. Now, let's see some down verbs. Sink, slip back, dip, drop, plummet. Plummet is the strongest word here. It means to fall very quickly and a long way. Drop and drop are normally used for fairly small decreases. Slip back is used for falls that come after rises. Drop and dip are also frequently used as nouns. A slight dip, a sudden drop. You can see very clearly the examples also given here. Let's see some addition of or selection of some of the most common adjectives and adverbs used for trend language. Please be careful. There is an area where it is possible to make low-level mistakes. Make sure that you use adjectives with nouns and adverbs with verbs. Like, a significant rise is a correct form of sentence or phrase used. Rose significantly is the correct form. A significantly rise is not correct. Please note the spelling of adverbs also, like dramatically. The first one is the correct one. Now let's see some examples. Significant, a significant change, a dramatic shift, a sudden rise, a substantial gain, a sharp decrease. Adverbs: change significantly, shifts dramatically, has risen suddenly, gained substantially. Sudden and sharp can be used for relatively minor changes. Spectacular and dramatic are for major changes. Likewise, there are many more examples of this. Please go through this table and use them in your bar graph. There are some other useful adjectives like upward, downward, overall. Overall can be used to describe changes in trend over the whole period and very useful in introductions and conclusions. Thank you so much for watching. Keep learning.